Hey, Owen here, and today I'm going to be doing a basic build, using very limited tools and equipment to build Airfix's 1/72nd scale Boulton Paul Defiant starter set. Airfix provided me with this kit for free, however they have not paid me or told me what to do or say. Before starting, wash the sprue in warm soapy water. This will help the paint stick better. Rinse and then leave to dry. Paint the small parts and the parts that will be hard to access when the model is constructed, while they are still on the sprue. For example, here I'm painting the inside of the plane and other small parts. I've thinned Humbrol 78 cockpit green to a ratio of 1 part water to 6 parts acrylic paint, so that the paint dries with a smoother finish. I applied 2 coats. Carefully cut the parts off the sprue and remove the nubs with your craft knife or nail file. Check the parts fit before you apply the glue, and make sure that the contact areas are free of paint, otherwise the glue won't bond the parts. Apply the glue sparingly. Squeeze a little puddle from the tube onto a piece of card and apply it with the end of the paintbrush handle or a cocktail stick to keep it neat. Interior decals can usually be applied when the cockpit is assembled and before the fuselage is sealed. Some interior decals may need to be applied earlier, however. While the glue dries, you can use clothes pegs or elastic bands to hold the parts together. Don't rush, let it set. It may take a minute for the glue to harden. I found that using the end of the paintbrush handle to position small parts was useful, as I didn't have a pair of tweezers. Here I'm again painting the areas which will be hard to access when the model is assembled. Sand down any join seams with a nail file. This will help make the model look more realistic and more professional. Use a small circular motion and don't press too hard. Most of the seams were along the fuselage joins and the wing joins. Luckily there were no gaps that required filling. After sanding, you may need to rescore some of the panel lines with your craft knife. This is quite difficult though, and always my least favourite part. Water down your paints, as this will get you a more even coverage and a smoother finish. It's always best to do 4 thin coats rather than 1 thick coat. Make sure each coat has had at least half an hour to dry before you apply the next. Here I've thinned Humbrol 90 beige green to a ratio of 1 part water to 6 parts paint. With each coat I'm brushing in the direction adjacent to the direction that I brushed on the previous coat. So for the first coat I'm painting from nose to tail, and for the second coat I'm painting from left to right. I painted the entire upper surface with Humbrol 29 Dark Earth, thinned as usual to a ratio of 1 part water to 6 parts paint. As you can see, the first coat never looks very good. I painted 3 thin coats of Humbrol 29 before moving on to Humbrol 30 Dark Green, thinned again to a ratio of 1 part water to 6 parts paint. I applied 2 coats of this colour in total. I roughly copied the camouflage design shown in the instructions. Use the craft knife or the nail file to remove any mess. This will make it easier to paint over with the lighter colour. I neatened up the paintwork with Humbrol 90. Decals should be held in warm water for about 12 seconds, and then placed on a paper towel to absorb the excess water. Apply some water to the area on the model where the decal will go, and then slide the decal off the paper and into position with your brush. You may want to carefully dab up the excess water when you are done. The decals may silver as they have not been applied to a smooth surface, but this is something you can improve on as you build more models. I had painted and assembled the small parts and propeller separately to make them easier to paint. Attach the small parts that may get broken easily last, so there is less chance that you will knock them off or damage them. Painting small details like the canopy can be difficult. Don't worry about making a mess. If you sharpen a piece of sprue, you can carefully scratch off the paint after it has dried to make it look neater. The kit comes with the option of making the canopy in an open or closed position, which is a nice touch. Normal polycement glue will make clear plastic turn foggy looking, so always glue windows and canopies with PVA glue. So overall, I think this is an excellent kit from Airfix. You get all of the paints that you need included, as well as 2 decent brushes. The only thing that would be nice is if the glue had a fine applicator on it. All of the parts for the kit were well moulded and detailed, and most importantly, they all fitted perfectly with no filling or much sanding required. There were just a few join seams that needed sanding down. There are only a few decals that come with the kit, but I think for beginners this is fine, and to whom I would definitely recommend this kit. Don't forget to check out my other videos which will show you how to improve to a more advanced level, and also stay tuned for my Boulton Paul Defiant video that I'll build to my usual standard. There'll be links to these in the description and in the cards. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.